My name is Roberto Mazza. I'm Italian. I joined the Department of History at the University of Limerick in January 2016 after an experience in America, beforehand in Israel, and again before that in the United Kingdom, actually in London. My expertise is on the history of the modern Middle East. I work specifically on Palestine and on the city of Jerusalem, where I focus on the urban history at the early 20th century. But my passion was born out of interest in the region as a whole. Earlier in 2000, I was traveling throughout the region, and I was fascinated by the people, the culture, the interest in peace that was developing at the time, not so long time ago. But more than that, I was interested in how people related to each other, considering the variety of languages, cultures, religions, and the relationship with the West. So later on, after I finished my degree at the University of Bologna in northern Italy, I took a master's degree in international relations, trying to pursue a career in NGOs. But then I was asked to move to London, which I did gladly, to learn more about the Middle East. And from there, it was easy to step into an academic career. Actually, not really something I wanted at first, but I must say I really enjoyed it. I learned about people, I learned about cultures, I learned new languages. I learned how to travel alone, to face difficulties, but more importantly, I learned how people live together side by side, regardless of all of these differences. So I began my research in Palestine. I got to know people in Jerusalem from Jewish, Christian, Muslim backgrounds, and I learned their experiences, regardless of the rhetoric of governments, politicians, and media. And I translated that into not just my academic work, but also in my teaching, something that I gladly share with my students at any level, whether first year or PhD students. And so here at UL, what I do is not just teaching history of the Middle East, but I try to give my students a sense of how communities live together, how they got here to the current political situations, and see how we can understand each other rather than just judging. In fact, I want to add that my area of expertise is urban violence, somewhat a negative aspect of how people share space. But I also try to tell students to look at how violence came to be a language and the necessity to understand and not to judge. So it's a rather challenging subject to teach that often drives people to passionately express their views, which I welcome. And I always feel that students should be opinionated and create their own views rather than just buying at a face value whatever media, family members occasionally, friends, or other people may simply say. Critical thinking. This to me is the most important skill that students should acquire while at UL. So if you're interested in learning more about the Middle East, in having a conversation with myself and talk about topics ranging from Palestine, Israel, Syria, migrants, Iraq, and so forth, please be in touch. I'm in the Department of History at the University of Limerick. Thank you.